I have to objectively say that the 10th edition of Verva Street Racing is kind of mind-blowing. If you're a fan of motorsports, cars, or just an active lifestyle in general, this is the place where your mind will simply explode. I've checked out all the attractions offered here on the Gdynia beach. We'll focus on what was motorcycle related there. Let's take a little walk and see one by one what motorcyclists can find here for themselves.
Really cool event, listen. Well, the conditions are what they are. It's hard to beat something on the street, especially on a changing surface. It's a bit slippery. We are riding on rain tires anyway.
Yeah, I saw you put on wets.
To increase grip on the asphalt surface, but it still slips a bit here and there. And above all, we probably only accelerate up to 150 kilometers per age because there aren't really any straight sections here. After all, this is supposed to be a show so that everyone can see what we're doing here in Poland. And above all, to introduce something new to Verva Street Racing to make the event more interesting. Because, well, motorcycles, no matter how you look at it,
Are probably the most
spectacular part of all motorsports.
This is in the paint apartment, and this is for that that we will join it, and for the fact that there will be very easy.
Attractions. But after all, the most important thing at this event are the Dakar motorcycles. And just a moment ago, you guys were riding, there was fire, there was a lot of sand. I think there's no better way than beach races to show what these Dakar motorcycles really look like in full action. How was the ride for you? It was tossing me around, it was like the devil.
Oh, the cars were driving terribly now. During the trials, it wasn't that bad, but we managed somehow. I don't know, you can say more since you are watching from the side. For me, it's the same as always. The throttle was stuck, and I was wondering, do you ever drive like that in Dakar too? Well, I'm slowly getting there, but that's my goal. There are some moments like that, but generally, well, yeah, Dakar section, but still it's the beach in Gdynia. But when you're already in Pascoe, somewhere far away, yeah. Here it's a different calculation comes into play. You can see what's happening with the cars, right? It's so torn up that is really fun. And how is it on a motorcycle? The car tracks don't fit our needs, so we have to cut a bit. And yes, you have to be careful because I think the Eagle can be cut down spectacularly. There will definitely be an audience, but the audience will be happy, at least then.
Maciej, did you like it?
Of course I liked it. I still like it, because we've only just started.
So when will you have more shows tonight and tomorrow? How many runs?
Today we have one more show, and tomorrow we have 2 more shows. In total I actually have 6 more, because I'm also driving the rally car by special request.
So we'll meet again then? Do you like to hop around like that after a drink?
At first I thought it would be like in the desert, that kind of sand, you know, loose but not too much, but here the sand is as loose as fresh. You get into it and the car immediately behaves so delicately that you have to keep your foot on the gas the whole time.
I saw that. There was hardly a moment when you didn't have the throttle almost fully open.
Because letting off the gas immediately makes the front dive. And we both know what could happen next.
Is this your first time driving a Dakar car today?
Yesterday I had a chance to take a ride, but it's my first time ever, so basically my first time on a Dakar bike.
But did you like it?
Very much, very much. I've always dreamed of riding a bike like this.
Now I finally have the chance, but never in this way.
I always used to come here with a little towel,
And
the beautiful beach, not to ride a powerful motorcycle. But really, not only is this event super well organized, I actually got to ride a motorcycle, so it's not just about relaxing at all.
With each ride, I'm getting a bit more into it. I'm getting to know this motorcycle for sure. Right away, I adjusted a bit based on my own experience, so to speak. The bike was standing very upright, that's why it kept diving on me all the time. We raised the front a bit, put a slightly bigger sag in the back, so now it rides a little better.
But I saw you were kind of racing over there. You were supposed to overtake someone there, right?
I was, but I didn't want to. I knew it was just a show, so nothing by force. And that's why you have to just have fun, right? That's what we're here for today.
Are you able not to race?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe I'm a bit older, maybe a bit less, but I still can't. I've noticed that with everything I do, I push myself. Everything has to be at 100%.
Exactly. So what's up with the Dakar? Because for years you've been saying, oh, maybe you'd go, but something always comes up. But I'd be worried about you because I know you'd go all out, damn it.
Exactly. Up until my last bike accident, I thought I had matured a bit. I definitely haven't been on a motorcycle for a long time. I need to get back to it calmly, ride a bit. Today I'm here at the invitation of Marek Dąbrowski from Dust. That's why I rode the motorcycle a bit yesterday. 5 minutes. I really like it. It's a completely different bike, much heavier. All these fairings bothered me, but you get used to it. I'd like to gain some experience, maybe take part in a few other rallies like this. And finally give it a try.
That's good. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you. I mean, I'll be scared, but at the same time, I'll be happy. When you're scared,
I'll also be worried about myself, because I know I'm a motocross rider, a sprinter, not a long distance rider.
aren't you too young for a bike like that?
Well, actually, as young as possible because I'm just finishing up getting my driver's license.
No kidding, because you need a driver's license for that motorcycle. Exactly.
Yeah, so actually I have my exam on Wednesday, so I don't think you can be any younger.
But wait, you'll only be able to get an A2 license, right?
Yes, but we checked and the Dakar bike qualifies.
Because it's heavy?
Yes. You see, there's a 35 kilowatts limit and the Dakar bike qualifies homologation-wise.
Hey, that's interesting. That you can ride a Dakar bike with an A2 license? That's actually really practical in effect. And how did you like riding on the beach today, by the way?
Good. Honestly, I haven't ridden the Dakar bike much, I think at most 50 kilometers. And it's hard to just start off right away, only during the last laps. I started to feel better, but it was a cool experience. And for sure, I'll keep getting better with every ride.
Surprisingly, the kids actually managed really well. I thought this sand would be terrible for the 85S and 65S. Look at how many cool little bikes are here.
Look how much fun it was to ride here today.
I saw, and I was thinking, wow, your wheels are so small, the engines aren't that big. I thought it wouldn't be easy here in Gdynia, but you guys really went for it. Top notch.
Yeah, it's tough because the sand is dry and the wheels are really small.
Let's keep our fingers crossed for the next shows. Have a great time, young man. This is another hit at the Hot Wheels Motor School at Verva, where kids can actually try riding motorcycles themselves. They don't need to have their own gear. They don't need their own bikes. Everything is here. They just come, register. There's an instructor, inflatable barriers. Everything is super, super safe. Have a lot of kids already ridden today?
Well, the fundamental point and primary objective for them, these eager participants, is to arrive here today to experience the thrill of riding a motorcycle for a significant period. And crucially, not to depart empty-handed or without a lasting impression. We want them to establish a genuine, meaningful connection with motorcycles and the entire riding culture long after they've left our premises. Don't you agree? Our dedicated efforts are truly centered on educating these young individuals, diligently striving to impart knowledge, and more importantly, to somehow ignite and cultivate a profound, enduring passion for motorcycling within their hearts and minds.
That you have to dress properly, everything has to be in place and not just throw on a jacket carelessly. Exactly. All right. Have fun. I wish you lots of energy.
Thank you very much.
There are so many attractions at Verva that today we've walked 25 kilometers, according to the pedometer. And now, with a beautiful sunset, we're about to watch stunt shows performed by Stunt 13 Reals and Massiege. Dopa and the Freestyle family show when it comes to FMX. No one expected a Harley at Verva.
No one. Not even us. Ah, but here it is. But let the secret remain a secret.
How was it riding the shows?
Wonderful. such weather, I had a view of the sea. During the show, I could relax with that view.
So you were riding on the back wheel and looking around?
On the back wheel,
I was doing what's called a handstand. And you took the opportunity to glance at the sea. Above all, how often would you like to do stunts with a view of the sea? All the time, non-stop, every single day, without any breaks or interruptions. Except on Sundays, because I absolutely have to go to church, so I really must go back to Prague, my hometown, for that important obligation. Hey man. Hey there. Hey there. Did your turbo kick in during the show?
No, I was only riding the R6 because I figured that a bit. The space just doesn't allow you to really unleash the potential of that 9, so...
How do you like riding at Verva?
It's awesome! The vibe is amazing, you know, cameras, all that, super professional. Well, you know, it's hard for me to drive on drifters because I get a bit of rubber stuck on my tires, but no complaints, it's cool, it's fun, it's great, people are happy, and so am I. So, cosmic...
Energy at this party, right?
Really?
Okay, have fun. Thanks, you know. Aero, how would you calculate as a percentage how much time you spend in the air and how much time on Earth? During training? Well, I think there's definitely more in the air. My training only takes place in the air, not on the ground. So I think
About 70%.
nice. I really like the show. It was awesome. You guys have really settled in as your freestyle family.
Exactly. This is already our 4th season riding together. This year, Mikołaj Chemka joined us, young rider from my area, from Kalisz. Verva brings the fire every year. Last year we put on a show. It was on fire in Krakow too, so here it was even more so.
That's it, folks. If you weren't there, you missed out, but hopefully you caught a bit of our coverage. Let's be honest, you just can't top Verva. And I say this completely honestly, so wherever it takes place next year, it's really worth it. But I'm kind of hoping it'll come back to Gdynia again, or maybe some other place with a beach. The vibe, top notch. See you somewhere.